Welcome to What If Civilizations Start Over, episode 35. So, today we're going to see the division of the rest of the continents. So, I'm not going to make each continent different in different episodes. We're going to see the division of North America, South America, which will be very easy, and Australia. So, we're going to start off with Australia, which is the easiest one out of the bunch. Because what we're going to see happening, there any country that is this color doesn't look like it even. So the first country that we're going to see is this eastern nation right here that will own half of New Zealand, not all of it, just the top island, because the bottom island is too big. So yeah, and then I'll just do this. Then the next country that we're going to see forming up will be a country that is this color, as is we're also gonna see a New Zealand type country form. Now I gotta mostly look in Europe or Africa if there's any color like, because Africa has a lot of different colors. But there will be a New Zealand nation that'll pop up, so I'm gonna plop down capitals and be back. So, yeah, this is the division of Australia, as one colony is left, and that colony is for a very unstable nation. As you can see here, this country is very unstable, so I don't think it's gonna keep that colony for a very long time. So next we're going to South America, since it's much easier than North America. So since here I gotta make countries in this whole coast, I'm gonna do this off camera, so I'll be back. So this is the division that they came up with. This is the division that they came up with, as a Chilean nation pops up, a Paraguayan, Peru, Bolivia. No, Bolivia would be here. Ecuador, yeah, and then Colombia. So yeah, the world looks much more beautifuler. Now we're going to go to the division of North America. I'm gonna draw that because this is a lot of land, and I'll be back. This is the division they come up with for North America, as a lot of nations were released, as this Panama country, which I did not give a capital for some reason. This Central Asia country, I don't know why everywhere's called as Central Asia, but this nation gains independence. Oh yeah, these islands right here, they are the only lands that don't want independence, as this area will decide to stay under the rule of this country. So this Central Asian nation gain independence. Mexico will gain independence. This Bahama country right here, not Bahama, Baja Californian country, which these two nations are great enemies. So I'm gonna tell you why. It's because this nation has a large claim over this area, this nation, but this nation took it over. So yeah, as this Californian nation, which wants this land, but I don't think it will manage to get it, as this Arizona type nation, this New Mexico nation, we know these countries, as this large Canadian country right here, which owns all of the remainder land that got divided from this area. As this country gains independence, this country and these three countries all gain independence. So the world looks much more beautifuler. We divided it up. The only colony, by the way, is this area. And by the way, the Japanese, to give a good self-image who sell this half of this island and those two islands in the north to this nation. So this is great division. As also Greenland gains independence, I forgot to give them a capital. So let me do that quickly. That won't take that long, because Greenland is a pretty... As the capital will be this city right here. Iceland will stay under Danish rule. So, time to get into the true scenario. So what we're going to look at is Scotland will lose their hold on Ireland, as Ireland will be deciding to do something crazy, as they will rebel, and Scotland has not this because Ireland is very strong. As Ireland will fully gain independence, so let's look at this division. So yeah, Ireland gains independence, and weirdly their capital will be in Dublin. So we're going to see something happen in Africa of all places, as this area was just divided, and this is the stability there updated. I didn't update for Australia this area, but here it's pretty easy because yellow as I was saying, here is pretty easy because it's just yellow, because they're the same. They're different nations. I love island countries, as this is yellow, and also this is also yellow. So yeah, that's like the starting of stability. Yet, so we're going to see a country change ideology. As I don't know if I even made an ideology layer for here. Nope. As you can see, I didn't do that. So I'm going to quickly do that and be right back. So I'm done with that. Most of these nations are flawed democracies because that's the beginning ideology. So we're going to see some nations switch to dictator. This is freaking So as I was saying, we're going to see some nations switch. Sorry, I don't know what the heck is happening. As I was saying, we're going to see some nations switch to dictatorships. As in Nigeria, when the first election was happening, the Nigerian president, there was three parties: a authoritarian party, a democratic party which should have changed Nigeria into a full democracy, and a socialist party, which is this ideology. And the dictatorship won, as now Nigeria will be one of the starting point of authoritarianism in Africa. But we're also gonna see this nation, which is a very old nation in Africa, change into a socialist country. As I was saying, this nation will change into socialism, and Nigeria will change into dictatorship. As some nations will change into full democracies, like South Africa, this nation, this nation, this nation. Oh, this really looks like it's copying. Yeah, these nations, and also this country will change into a full democracy. So now let's look at something else. We're going to look at an invasion. As these two countries right here, we gotta turn back on this layer. These two nations are both dictatorships, as both nations have terrible technology, but I'm not done updating. technology there. These two nations are like the North Korea of this world. Both countries are like North Korea. Saying we're going to see both of these countries with their leaders go to war, as these two nations even used to be allies. But with their weak technology, they will start, as this purple nation is far stronger than this country, as this nation will start an invasion. But when this nation starts pushing back, a nation that you wouldn't think would join will join, as the pink nation will join the war on the side of the purple nation. as the pink nation is a democracy, which is looking like that will change, as the pink nation is really becoming a great force among these powers, as they're trying to get back that Baikal Empire. As we're even gonna see this nation capture a capital, a a a city, major city, and line up with China's border, encircling a large amount of troops, which this nation is planned for, as they're gonna cut off this area and start an invasion, as this is not the best area to invade in, because this war is very back and forth. But we're even going to see this country even imagine to capture this major city, which was very important for this country, as it was like the New York of this nation. Yeah. As this nation will capture another major city, but it won't be all sunshine and rainbows for this nation and this nation, as a very big major city in this country is captured. And by the way, year update. Right now, we're in the year 1924. No, the 1920s were long. 1934. So, this is the year World War II was close to happening. So, yeah. As this country is going to do something crazy, they're gonna start fighting from the back, as this will be followed by this nation trying to move back troops to fight this area, as that will lead to a very big pushback, as this country will start moving troops, even managing to capture this whole area, encircling these troops. And we're even going to see this nation, which their leader is very imperialist. That's why they attack this country, as they will even start an invasion and make a plan with this nation to encircle the capital and not capture it, because most of the troops that were fighting here, which now this has been pushed back, are now fighting in the capital. But we're even going to see this area surrender to the likes of this nation. But Baikal won't stay and stand there while their land is, while they have a great chance to gain land, as this nation will make a deal with Baikal. We'll give you your occupied areas if you just leave us alone. And the deal will be accepted, as now a large push into the capital of this nation will happen, as this country will now move close to the gates of the capital, as the capital is captured and this nation will surrender. So let's look at this peace treaty. As this is the peace treaty, as this country gains provinces, as they gain these 3 provinces right here, as I think they used to look like this, So they gained these provinces right here, these four, and this nation gained, I think, these ones right here. So yeah, so that'll be the end of this video. Thank you for watching. It was fun to make, and the world now looks much more filler. And goodbye.